Brett Kavanaugh is a person who has sided at every opportunity with corporate power and corporate polluters over public health and the environment. When you look at his record, and that's probably why they don't want his papers released, because if you go through what he's been doing all through his career, he has always sided against the people. He is an existential threat to the court, because with him on that court and the rest of the other four, the gang of four that's there, they could have a majority that could undo 40 years or more of environmental protections, of health protections, of women's rights, of almost anything you can think of. And so when you think of them together as a block, it is very scary for the future of this country. We have the possibility of another Judge Taney court, where you have a court that is out of step with the people of the country. You have a chance of a court that will roll back the rights of the people for the interests of the privileged and a special class of a few. We see with his record that he has ruled time and time again against the government's role in regulating toxic chemicals and fluorocarbons, mercury. He's another one, along with that fossil fool in the White House, who denies climate change, who denies the facts that are in front of us with sea level rise, because they're more interested in taking care of big oil and the coal companies than they are in protecting this country and following the Constitution. We're going to see an activist court that's going to be in lockstep with Donald Trump's war on the environment. And right now, it's critical because on many issues, we are winning in the courts. Just the other week, the federal courts ruled with us against the dirty truck rule, where they wanted to allow dirty engines in trucks. The courts have ruled with us on them trying to block the methane rule. The Trump administration tried to block the smog rule. We won that one on Friday. On gas pipelines and oil pipelines, we've won time and time again in the courts. The concern we have is that once you have 5 bobbleheads on that court controlled by Donald Trump, the environment will be a casualty of this court. And that's why we're here to say today that Brett's a threat and Kavanaugh, no way do we want him on the court. We have to stand together and put pressure, not only on our senators, which we don't have to do because they're pressuring us, to make sure that we're out there fighting against this nominee, but on the other senators and on this election. This is the most critical election we have faced in this country in 80 years. Not since 1932 has there been an election so important, because the future of this country's at stake. Whether we have clean air, clean water, that we fight with climate change, that we clean up toxic sites, it's all on the line with this nominee to the court. And we are calling on the United States Senate to block that nomination and to hold it up as long as possible, because we have to send a message to Donald Trump. Our environment is too important. Green jobs are too important, that this nomination needs to be blocked. Thank you very much.